Good morning, Fellowship Hi-Crest, and it's great to be with you again on this Monday morning, October 19th, for another edition of Jumpstart. And our focal passage for this morning is Romans 14, verses 20 through 23. And here's what it says. It says, don't tear apart the work of God over what you eat. Remember, all foods are acceptable, but it is wrong to eat something if it makes another person stumble. It is better not to eat meat or drink wine or do anything else if it might cause another believer to stumble. You may believe there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, but keep it between yourself and God. Blessed are those who don't feel guilty for doing something they have decided is right. But if you have doubts about whether or not you should eat something, you are sinning if you go ahead and do it. For you are not following your convictions. If you do anything you believe is not right, you are sinning. There's just a couple of good things in here, right? One, you look at it and saying, don't tear apart the work of God over what you eat. You know, there's some things that you may feel are right to do that others don't feel are right to do. And what can be the tendency sometimes when you're in that case is to try to showcase it or rub it in somebody's face to show where maybe they're not as mature as you are in that area. And we should refrain from doing that. Paul says, man, that's not the right way to go. You can enjoy stuff and you don't have to share it with everybody because you know that it might cause more division. Bill Horn, the worship pastor for Fellowship Bible Church, one of the things he teaches when he's teaching about preparing worship is if there's ever controversy with a song, then you should try to find another song that conveys the same message that doesn't have a controversy around it, because the last thing you want somebody to concentrate on during a worship experience is whether or not the lyrics to a song are true or different things. That distracts away from why we're there. And the last thing that Paul says in our verse is he talks about if you do anything that goes against your conscience, then it's wrong. You know, you're going to be in some situations where you're going to be asked to do things that you simply don't agree with, that go against your convictions. And the question is, should you just go along to do it to make the person feel good, or should you stick with your convictions? Well, the scripture said we should stick with our convictions. And it's okay. You can do that in a nice way and not be a donkey about it. So you can stick to your convictions and still be nice, still be considerate, still be a gracious visitor or guest at someone's house or in their organization, and both be pleasing to the Lord and not violate your conscience. It's not an either or thing. We don't have to take the sucker's choice. Continue to power up, pour in, and spill out. We'll see you tomorrow on Jumpstart.